students, welcome back to this video series. This is your instructor Dhruvi Bhatt, and today we would be discussing some of the numericals of break-even analysis. As I told you in previous lecture, remember all the formulas because they will be useful to you in this lecture. But if you do not remember them, here is a quick recap of formulas. These would be the formulas which you would be using in upcoming numericals. Before checking those formulas, let us recollect what was break-even analysis. Analysis done to find break-even point. A point where there is no profit and no loss is known as break-even analysis. Here we had our total revenue exactly equal to total cost. This was the definition of our break-even point. We found that break-even point can be displayed in terms of units and it can also be calculated in terms of rupees. In terms of unit, the break-even point in units can be given by the formula TFC upon SP minus AVC, where the denominator SP minus AVC came to be known as contribution. Break-even point in rupees can be given as BEP in rupees is equal to TFC into TR upon TR minus TVC, or BEP in rupees can also be given as TFC upon P by V ratio, because the denominator TR minus TVC divided by TR is also known as contribution ratio or profit to volume ratio. So we can say that BEP in rupees is either TFC into TR upon TR minus TVC, or BEP in rupees is equal to TFC upon P by V ratio or contribution ratio. Last formula which we would be using is number of units to earn some profit can be given as Q is equal to profit plus TFC upon SP minus AVC. Remember these formulas and let us move forward and talk about some of the numericals which you would be solving. The first numerical given to you is as follows. An ABC Corporation Limited has given the following information for the current year. Fixed cost is equal to rupees 12 lakhs. What is this fixed cost? This is obviously TFC or total fixed cost. It is given to you that fixed cost is equal to rupees 12 lakhs. It is nowhere written that it is fixed cost per unit. If it is not given per unit, then obviously it is total fixed cost, which is denoted by TFC. Variable cost is equal to rupees 50 per unit. This is variable cost for 1 unit. If you remember, this is the cost which remains constant and it would be given by AVC or average variable cost. Estimated sales for current year is equal to rupees 50 lakhs. Estimated sales for current year, which means what is the revenue for current year? 50 lakhs. What is this given? Total revenue or TR. The last thing given to us is sales price per unit is equal to rupees 200. Sales price per unit, which is the selling price or SP. We need to calculate the break-even point. Students, remember, if it is not specified that you need to calculate break-even point in units or break-even point in rupees, you will calculate both of them. If it is not specified that whether you need to calculate BEP in units or BEP in rupees, you will calculate both of them. The second question is to find contribution and profit if likely sales turnover in the next year is expected to be rupees 45 lakhs. We'll talk about that question later on. The last question is sales turnover if profit target is rupees 15 lakhs. We would solve each of these one by one, starting with firstly break-even analysis. Break-even point in units is given by according to formula TFC upon SP minus AVC. In the previous slide, we understood that TFC was rupees 12 lakhs, SP is 200 and AVC is rupees 50. So our BEP in units is 12 lakhs upon 200 minus 50, which is equal to 12 lakh upon 150, which is equal to 8,000 units. This is your answer for BEP in terms of units, which is 8,000 units. What is BEP in terms of rupees? I told you in the previous lecture that if you already have the answer for BEP in terms of units, you will calculate BEP in rupees as BEP in units multiplied by SP or selling price. If you already have BEP in units, you will calculate BEP in rupees as BEP in units multiplied by SP or selling price. Selling price to us is given by 200 rupees. Our break-even point in units is 8,000 rupees. So BEP in rupees would be 8,000 into 200, which gives us rupees 16 lakhs. This is BEP in rupees. This is BEP in units. Students, in the question, they have not specified that what type of products ABC company manufactures. That is why you will just specify unit as units. But if in the question it is given that a company manufacturing soaps or a company manufacturing pencils has the following data, then when you are giving out the answer for BEP in terms of units, you will write here 8,000 pencils or 8,000 soaps, whatever is given in question to you. If nothing is specified, we will write 8,000 units of any product whichever they are producing. We have BEP in units to be 8,000 units, BEP in rupees to be rupees 16 lakhs. Moving forward towards the second question in our numerical, which told to find us contribution and profit if likely sales turnover in the next year is assumed to be rupees 45 lakhs. For this particular question, 45 lakhs would be TR. Students, do not mistake the previous TR for this particular problem. If you remember, we had TR is equal to 50 lakhs in the main question, which we didn't use at all. It's okay if you do not use some of the information. Do not use it here because for this question, particular total revenue is given. Find contribution and profit if likely sales turnover in next year is expected to be rupees 45 lakhs. First, we would focus on finding contribution. The formula of contribution is SP minus ABC, which is equal to 200 minus 50, which easily gives us 150 rupees. The contribution of single unit towards profit is rupees 150. So contribution here is rupees 150. What then is the total profit if the likely sales turnover is 45 lakhs? Whatever is given to us is TR. Profit is equal to TR minus TC, but we do not have total cost. But total cost is equal to total fixed cost plus total variable cost. So we have profit is equal to TR minus TFC plus TVC, or you can say TR minus TFC plus Q into ABC. Here everything is known to us. TR is 45 lakhs, TFC is 12 lakhs, ABC is 50, but Q is not known. How can I find Q? Students, if you remember, TR or total revenue is equal to Q into SP. So, we know SP or selling price here, which is equal to 200 rupees. We can easily find Q because we have TR is equal to 45 lakhs. If TR is equal to 45 lakhs and SP is equal to rupees 200, we have Q is equal to 45 lakhs divided by 200, which is equal to 22,500 units. This is your Q when revenue generated is 45 lakh rupees. So we can say that 22,500 units were produced and sold to achieve a revenue of 45 lakh rupees. Replacing this Q in our formula where profit is equal to TR minus TFC plus Q into AVC, we get 45 lakhs minus 12 lakhs plus 22,500 multiplied by 50. This gives out 45 lakhs minus 12 lakhs plus 11 lakh 25,000, which is 45 lakhs minus 23 lakh 25,000, which is 21 lakh 75,000 rupees. This is the profit achieved if total revenue is 45 lakh rupees. I hope you got the point. Moving forward towards the third question. The third question is asking you that what is the sales turnover if profit target is rupees 15 lakhs. So the question here is how much total revenue should be generated to receive a total profit of 15 lakh rupees. Now TR is Q into SP. We already know that selling price is equal to 200 rupees. It is already given in the question. But again here Q is unknown. Do not use the same Q when the question is changed and when the TR is changed or when the profit is changed, because each time number of units would be different. In the first case, number of units were achieving break even. In the second case, number of units for a turnover of 45 lakhs. Here number of units for a profit of 15 lakhs. Each time Q would be different. For each and every question, use different Q. Here Q will again be unknown, but we have the formula of Q where Q is equal to profit plus TFC upon SP minus AVC. We know what is the profit, we know TFC, we know SP, we will know AVC. Everything is known except Q. So our Q would be 15 lakhs plus 12 lakhs upon 200 minus 50 is equal to 27 lakhs divided by 150, which gives me 18,000 units. You need to produce 18,000 units to earn a profit of 15 lakh rupees, which means you need to achieve a turnover or total revenue of Q into SP, which is 18,000 into 200, which is equal to 36 lakh rupees to achieve a profit of 15 lakhs. Here students, we solved all the three questions which were given to us. Let us move forward and check out one more numerical. This is different from our previous numerical. You can be asked two types of numerical. In this video, I have explained one numerical of each type. You can be asked similar questions with only values changed in your examinations. Let us check the second type of numerical. A DP company wants to calculate P by V ratio, fixed cost in rupees, BP in rupees, and the company has given the following information. Sales price per unit is equal to rupees 50. What is given? Yes, you are right. SP is given. Variable cost per unit is equal to rupees 30. What is given? Average variable cost or AVC is given. Profit per unit is rupees 5. Profit per unit is given. And last but not the least, number of units produced and sold is 1000 units. What is given? This is our Q. Number of units produced as well as sold is given to us as Q. Let us try to solve the given questions in the numerical. The first question asks us that what is P by V ratio? P by V ratio is given by the formula TR minus TVC divided by TR. What is total revenue? Q into SP. Q and SP both are given in the problem. TVC is Q into AVC. Q and AVC both are given in the problem. Again, TR can be derived from whatever is given in the problem. Let us check and derive this. This is equal to Q into SP minus Q into AVC upon Q into SP. We are given Q as 1000 units. SP is equal to 50 rupees minus 1000 into AVC is equal to 30 rupees divided by 1000 into SP is equal to 50 rupees. So I would be having 50,000 minus 30,000 divided by 50,000, which is equal to 20,000 by 50,000, which is equal to 2 by 5. So I can tell that P by V ratio is 2:5. Profit to volume ratio is 2:5. The next question asked in the numerical is find TFC or total fixed cost in rupees. To find the total fixed cost, we will use the formula to find number of units when profit is given. If you remember, with other things in our numerical, the profit per unit is also given. We can use the formula Q is equal to profit plus TFC upon SP minus AVC to find TFC, because in this formula everything else is known except total fixed cost. We know number of units, we know the profit, we know SP, we know AVC. So making TFC subject of equation, we have TFC is equal to Q into SP minus AVC minus profit is equal to Q into SP minus AVC minus Q into profit per unit. Students, here total profit must be considered, and total profit is equal to profit per unit into number of units, which is 1000. Placing all the values from the given values in the numerical, we have Q is equal to 1000, SP is equal to 50, AVC is equal to 30, Q is equal to 1000 again, and profit per unit is equal to 5. Solving this, we have 20,000 minus 5,000, which is equal to 15,000 rupees. Our total fixed cost is 15,000 rupees. Finding out the answer to the last question, which is BP in rupees. If you remember, break-even point in rupees is equal to TFC upon TR minus TVC upon TR. But TR minus TVC upon TR is given by P by V ratio, and we already calculated the P by V ratio. Also, we already calculated the total fixed cost, which is TFC. So, BP in rupees is simply 15,000 divided by 2 by 5, which is equal to 15,000 into 5 divided by 2, which is equal to 37,500 rupees. Quite easy, right? Okay students, you can be asked numericals as such, with obviously values changed, companies changed, and there can be some changes in the type of numerical too. I hope you can calculate other such numericals given to you. Thank you so much for such patiently listening to me. This is Dhruvi Bhatt signing off. Until next time, bye-bye.